Hello, so this is just a short video to wish you a very happy and Merry Christmas. I'm filming in my bedroom because this is the last room where I have a bit of light to do this video. As you have noticed, I didn't film and put so many videos in December because I was really overwhelmed by work. I was very late with my new workshop, the Marionette and Gingerbread workshop, which happened to be much bigger than I thought, and I'm still working on it actually, even right now. And I couldn't do the workshop and the videos all at once. It's just really too much. It's just a huge amount of work. I wanted also to thank all the ladies who joined this one, which is still open. It's going to close its doors on December 28th till next Christmas season. All the other ones are closed now. They are only going to reopen next year, but this one is still open, and we are doing some fun Skypes in January, and we are creating gingerbread houses garland and also a Puss in Boot marionette. And I wanted to thank all the sweet and kind and nice ladies who joined, who didn't push me too much to go faster, because it's just impossible to go faster when you have some drying times, all that. And for all my workshop, actually, I'm always doing something new which I have never done for me. Marionette, I don't do marionette in my work. I've done some very big one in the past, but not at this scale. There are always differences, new things I do, so it's very hard to predict the time it's going to take. I just struggle very much with that, but the reason is I never do the same thing, so it's normal that it's difficult to predict. I should also have a very last video on YouTube at the end of December, after the madness and craziness of Christmas, when things calm down a little, when it's just a bit more peaceful. So hopefully you will have a video on my channel by the very end of December. But for now, I just wanted to show you a bit some of the decors I didn't show you yet on the first video of my Christmas series, and just because I like to record things and to have memories of how I do things every year. So I will show you how it looked like a few days ago when it was snowing. We had a beautiful sugar, powder sugar, which fell on the roof and on the plants. It didn't last, of course. On my little table in the bedroom, I just added, this is the only thing I have, which doesn't come from my workshop. I didn't create myself. It's just a dwarf. Which is quite fun and has soft colors. I painted it, I bought it many years ago in a decor shop. I quite like to have him. It's the only thing I have which is not in paper and handmade, and this one too. This one was given to me by a sweet lady from England, and it's the cats with the pudding, Christmas pudding, and just added some hollies. And the book from the old fairy tale Christmas workshop. And over here, I think I'm going to take this so you can see a little better. I just have an old gingerbread man, which is not my best one, so I don't keep it into strategic places, just there. It was not super well done, it was an example. And I made them a little better after that. Yes, I just added other cats, the same fabric I have a bit everywhere, which I use in small strips, and I like it. It's a bit baroque red, but not too bright fabric. That's the only thing I have really under my bed canopy. And on my bedroom door handle, I have a paper stocking I had made a few years ago. There are some paper music inside, and this fabric ribbon was offered to me many years ago, and it's written Noel everywhere. It's a very long ribbon, but I had it as a wrapping ribbon, and I kept it, and it's quite pretty, and it works well. I think it works well to decorate a door, and I have a lot of musical theme on my decor anyway, so I think it works quite nicely. Little table, so I have my new Christmas candle, frozen berries, which smells really nice. I have my classic Christmas book, German songs book, which I always like to have for Christmas. And I have this book, which I found last month, which is 190 fairy tales for children. And it's quite an interesting book, actually. I found in my old bookshop, of course. And it's a book of German stories, but they are not grim stories. They are later stories written at the end of the 19th century, which are more a bit religious and a bit moral stories. So you don't have too many fairies and things like that. It's really the sort of style of stories you have at the end of the 19th century, which are really meant to, yes, to direct children in a certain way. So it's, yes, Le Chanoine, so it's a religious character, a religious man who wrote these stories for children. I still plan to read it because you can have very, very interesting ones. After all, they are close to nature. They are organized by season, I think. Yes, but it's not grim, it's not magical or anything like that. It's really the typical trend of the end of the 19th century with more moral stories, but I thought I could have it here. And here I like to have my favorite Winnie the Willows book with these illustrations by Robert Inkpen, I think you pronounce it this way, who is such a great, great illustrator. And I adore the Christmas of Ratty and Mole when they celebrate Christmas in Mole's home. It's a story I had listened to when I was a child, probably 100 times, but there are these pages where they celebrate Christmas that I absolutely adore, and I wanted to reread them. I know them by heart, even in French with the French translation. Yes, and I like it. It's really the embodiment of Christmas for me to read that, to see these two characters celebrating Christmas with Christmas carols and a simple Christmas dinner with the leftovers, and enjoying the spirit of Christmas, really. And I really love these pages. So I had this open there. As we don't have snow right now, at least it reminds us a bit of festive, snowy landscapes.